look, we were passionately on the Remain side, not just for Ryanair, but I think for the whole economic development of Europe. I think I have been a passionate supporter of the single market. I think the single market has been one of the great developments of my lifetime, certainly in the last 30, 40 years. It has transformed people's lives, it has reduced barriers, it has, and you look in our industry, created. Well, if you look back 30 years ago, and we were in the era of the state-protected flag carrier monopolies and airport monopolies, and really you had to be very rich or a government employee to be able to afford to fly. In Ireland, we were all on boats in those days. 30 years later, mainly thanks to the European Union single market deregulation, everybody can now afford to fly as long as they're flying on Ryanair, and the industry has been transformed and Europe has been transformed. I regard the Brexit vote as a retrograde step. I am no great supporter of Brussels. I have been victimised by the idiots in Brussels more times than probably any other company in the history of the European Union, but the single market works, political integration doesn't, and yet the UK's decision to leave the single market is a deeply retrograde step. It's deeply retrograde because the politicians here have no idea whatsoever how they're going to exit the European Union, and the process means that the UK has a particularly weak hand. I sit here and I listen to ministers, Theresa May, warbling on here in the UK, talking to nobody other than herself, saying, we'll do a good deal for Britain. Well, actually, you need somebody on the other side to do a good deal for Britain. And frankly, on the other side, if you talk to the Germans, the Dutch, the French, you are going to get screwed into the floor. Not because they dislike Britain or anything else, but they're not going to, they need to set an example that anybody else who leaves the European Union is going to suffer.